Hey everybody, welcome to the Fantasy Matters podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Nicholson, and as always, I'm joined by my son, Mr. Brendan Nicholson.
We cover matchups of the week, who starts and who sits, games to watch, who's balling and who's falling, and a waiver wire. Welcome to Fantasy Matters.
Hey folks, welcome back to season 3 of the Fantasy Matters podcast. I'm Anthony Nicholson. I'm here with my son, Brendan. We are just getting back from watching the Jets and the Steelers play this past Sunday, so that was a great experience. We'll talk a little bit about that. I'm looking at the fantasy season, week 5, getting ready for the games. We'll let you know who to start, who to sit, kind of everything in between. How you doing, Brendan?
I'm good.
Doing all right?
Yeah. What's your record?
Don't be funny. You know what my record is.
Had to ask.
Yeah. Winless, 0-4, but strong score, so the wins will come. I hope. Let's start out with some news and notes. First things first, a lot of injuries. Javonte Williams tore his ACL. Horrible injury.
Yeah.
The Broncos signed Latavius Murray today. He just ran the ball for the Saints this past Sunday. Now he's with the Broncos. But again, Javonte Williams is out. ACL tear. Hope he comes back strong next year for sure. Jonathan Taylor, MRI was negative on his ankle. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to play this coming Thursday, but we'll see. Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor both got concussions this past Sunday. Daniel Jones is actually playing pretty good. But, you know, the concussion, got to watch him. I mean, Daniel Jones, he might be a sneaky start for somebody, but he's in concussion protocol. Traylon Burks hurt his foot. No real updates on that, so we'll see how it goes. Randy Gregory, edge rusher for the Broncos. He's out for a couple weeks. They put him on IR. He's going to miss at least 4 games. He hurt his knee. Cordero Patterson, your guy.
Yeah. It's upsetting to hear.
Yeah, it's tough because he's having a good couple of years, actually. You turned me into a fan. But anyway, he hurt his knee. He's going to miss 4 games. Shaq Leonard, the all-world linebacker for the Colts, their defense is going to miss him. He got a concussion this past Sunday at the end of week 4, so he's out for Thursday Night Football. And then the last one, Tua Tagovailoa. No shock here.
Yeah.
Ruled out for week 5. I don't think any of us are surprised. Let me ask you a question. So you kind of said some things as we were riding home that made me think. How do you feel about this whole situation with Tua?
First off, he shouldn't have played.
Right.
I think even when he went down the first game,
right,
he tried to get up. He fell. He tried to get back up. He started tumbling.
Right.
Right then and there. Nope, you're out.
No way they didn't know he didn't have a concussion. Yeah.
That definitely looks like a back injury to me. That definitely that's clearly back.
Yeah, that's kind of tough.
It's, and then the game after, he gets slammed. Like, you knew it was about to happen.
Yeah.
You seen him. He starts dragging him.
Yeah.
And then,
you just got the impression it wasn't going to end well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead. I cut you off. I'm sorry. My bad.
Nah, and he just hit his head. Then
yeah,
his fingers showed you he was out.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way he comes back. He's out.
Yeah.
He should. That game, him coming back that early, messed up his whole career.
Yeah. It was hard to watch that. I think you hit all the highlights. I mean, he was hurt week 3. He had a concussion. There's no way he should have played Thursday. It was a short week. I think a lot of pro athletes, they talk about rest and recovery. That's important for them to take care of their bodies, obviously. And for him to come back and play Thursday, I thought that was irresponsible, I thought. And then to see what happened to him Thursday night, that was hard to watch. It's like you just said, it's hard to believe that won't impact his career. You know, it's just the potential there. But hopefully he's okay, and I hope that he comes back strong. But again, no shock that he's out week 5. Yeah. But anyway, those are the news and notes. Some of the injuries you need to pay attention to as you set your lineups. Let me ask my son another big question. What we talked about. We saw the Jets and the Steelers, which was a great time. Pittsburgh's a great city, great game. As far as from a fantasy standpoint, what were your big two takeaways from that game? Because you got to watch it live, so it's a little different.
Pittsburgh like Kenny Pickett. They like him. They like him a lot.
Yeah.
I know that's not fantasy standpoint, but they like him a lot. We're not gonna get off topic a little bit, but we'll say first drive, Mitch messed up.
Right.
Kenny. Kenny. All you heard was Kenny. That's all you heard.
Right.
That's on the first drive.
That's the first drive, yep.
And then halftime rolls around. Kenny start warming up. The crowd goes crazy when Kenny gets onto the field. I was like, oh.
Well, the thing is, you noticed it. Because when they came out after halftime, Kenny Pickett had his helmet on and Mitch Trubisky didn't. And Kenny Pickett was warming up. You knew he was going in. So you picked up on it, which was good. That was pretty impressive. What else? What else you got?
Zach Wilson isn't that bad.
Yes. That was one of my takeaways. I never gave Zach Wilson any type of credit as an NFL quarterback, but he can play. He is an NFL starter, for sure. I tell you a lot. There's like 2 or 3 throws that an NFL quarterback has to make in order to be successful, and he made them against Pittsburgh. So I'm definitely a Zach Wilson believer. Yeah, I think he can go. And the other thing that I took away from that is most of the fantasy players drafted on Pittsburgh's team, they're going to struggle this year.
Yeah.
They just don't seem like they can get anything going. So, yeah. So, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool. I think the only dude that caught a ball while we were there was Fire.
Oh, my goodness.
Freiermuth caught all the balls.
He caught everything.
Yeah, but it's just tough, man. They're going to be tough to depend on from a fantasy standpoint. But that was good, but it was a great game again. I can't say enough about Pittsburgh as a city and what they do on game day. That was a lot of fun. The whole city's just electric, and that was really cool. All right, so we're going to, like I said, we're going to look at each position and give you the skinny on what we think as far as who should start, who should sit, who might be risky. So, Brendan, you take the quarterbacks.
Okay.
All right.
So, for people who's automatically on your starting lineup, who you have to start, doesn't matter who they play.
Okay.
Josh Allen.
It's a lot, for sure.
Plays Steelers.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We just seen that. Yeah,
yeah, that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Minka Fitzpatrick might not play.
Yeah.
He's got a knee injury, and it's okay. All right, enough said about that one. Who else you got?
Joe Burrow.
They're playing the Ravens?
Yeah, they play the Ravens.
Video game. A lot of points there. Yeah.
No defense stopping nobody.
No, not at all. Okay.
Pat Mahomes.
Right.
Play the Raiders.
Oof. That should be good, too. High-scoring division game.
Yeah.
So he's definitely a lock.
Jalen Hurts play Arizona. They're going to kill Arizona.
League MVP?
They're going to kill Arizona.
League MVP? Jalen Hurts? Is he there? Is it in a conversation?
Not even a little bit. Nope.
He's not even in the MVP conversation?
I don't want to say it and then like.
Oh, yeah, and it goes all downhill.
Yeah, so nope, not even a little bit. Nope.
No said. Okay, I'll put you. No said. Okay, cool. All right, who else you got?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play the Bengals.
That should be good. That should be very good. We talked a little bit about it, but yeah, for sure, track meet.
And then Tom Brady, he go against the Falcons.
Yeah, he going to pick them apart.
I was ready to say, he been a little iffy recently, but it's the Falcons.
Yeah. He might pick them apart.
Yeah, and then Aaron Rodgers against the Giants.
Over in London. Early game. Should be a good game for Aaron Rodgers, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So down to the risky matchups. Kirk Cousins against the Bears. Just nobody's going to score.
That could be a low-scoring game. That could be a low-scoring game. Okay.
Marcus Mariota goes against Tampa.
Yeah.
With Cordero being out.
Yeah.
One less person to go to.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be that well for Marcus.
Yeah. Yeah, plus Tampa's defense is going to be kind of mad. They gave up a lot of yards and points to the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's true, too.
They'll probably take it out on the Falcons. Yeah, okay.
Zach Wilson on the Dolphins. He did look good last week live, but the Dolphins' defense is good. Yeah,
they're really fast. I mean, back to Zach Wilson real quick, not to jump on his train again, but that was his first game back from injury. He got hurt like the second week in the preseason, and he played very well out of the gate against the Steelers. I remember whispering to you, he's going to give him at least a couple of balls.
Yeah.
And I think he gave him one. But yeah, I was impressed. Okay, cool. I'll buy that for sure.
Matt Stafford against the Cowboys.
Yeah, he didn't look that good against the Rams.
Yeah, I was just saying, that's your boy.
Yeah, he didn't look that good against the Rams. And the Cowboys have a similar defense. Fast. They can run. Micah Parsons, those guys can run. So that might be tough on Stafford. And a report came out today that their lineman has a high ankle sprain. One of the starters I think a starting center has a high ankle sprain. So it's not looking good. Not looking good for the Super Bowl champs. All right, cool.
And then last risky, we got Daniel Jones against Green Bay.
Yeah. It's funny because Saquon is having a Saquon-type year where he's like getting a lot of yards, a lot of carries, and he's making Daniel Jones better because Daniel Jones is getting rushing yards and passing yards all of a sudden. Hopefully he can carry that, keep that going. But against Green Bay, you don't know if he's still injured. Is the ankle still bothering him? Will he play? So it'll be interesting to see. But he's kind of sneaking into that QB2 situation. So we'll see. That might be good.
All right, so for not this week, Geno.
Not this week.
They play the Saints.
Yeah, tough for D.
I told you to pick up Geno Smith last week.
I slept on it, man.
I told you.
I messed up.
I'm 4-0. You need to listen to me.
I messed up.
Dang. Another not this week is Bake.
Oh, yeah, they playing the 49ers.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. Nah, there's going to be...
Nah, it's not a whole lot against the 49ers. If you watch them play Monday night, you know the deal. Their defense is stout, and the Panthers are struggling. So, yeah, you wouldn't even think about starting Mayfield.
Yeah, then the last not this week is Davis Mills.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nah.
Texans against the Jaguars. Jaguars got a tough D, too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, good call.
All right, some better matchups for those not this week. You should go pick somebody up right quick.
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
He goes against the Texans.
Right.
Teddy B goes against the Jets.
Right.
Jimmy Garoppolo goes against Carolina.
Right.
Ryan Tannehill at Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ryan at Denver.
Right.
Justin Fields at Minnesota, and Carson Wentz at Tennessee.
So those are better matchups. If you had to sit one of your starters, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's a good list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those should be some competitive games too.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So you did the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I got to take the running backs.
Yeah.
All right. So these are your locks, guys. You're gonna have out there no matter what. At the top of that list is Saquon Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
He is back.
Think so?
Oh yes, sir. Coming off 31 carries for 140 some yards. Yeah, he's back. He's back. He's catching the ball. He's getting targets in the passing game, running it. So, yeah, he's back.
You think it's because they ain't see the Eagles yet?
That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. That will be a good game for sure. If he does it against the Eagles, he's definitely back.
Yeah.
He's all the way back because the Eagles' defense is tough. But this week against Green Bay, he's going to do all right.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry's running against the Commanders. That should be good for Derrick Henry owners as well. That's at least 100 yards and a touchdown waiting to happen, at least. And next, you got Nick Chubb playing against the Chargers. The only thing that's going to stop that dude is his bye week.
Mm-hmm.
He's nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who he's playing, what week it is, where they're playing.
He getting his.
100 yards and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he's going to get it. It's crazy because a lot of preseason publications had him ranked outside of top 10 in running backs.
I don't know how.
I was like, man, I don't know what they watching. That dude is nice.
He's mad.
Yeah, he's that guy. So next on that lock list is Leonard Fournette running against the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna get his. He gets a lot of carries. The young dude is kind of coming on a little bit, but Leonard Fournette's gonna get all the carries on goal line. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think I like him. Joe Mixon playing the Ravens. Joe Mixon has been kind of quiet, but this is a good game to kind of put your name back into that elite fantasy conversation because the Ravens give up a lot of yards, surprising everybody. Let you play armchair quarterback. So how do you feel about that situation with the Ravens not kicking that field goal to end week 4? Would you kick the field goal or would you have gone for it? What would you have done?
So, I would have gone for it.
Really?
So, everybody's saying that like they should trust Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker's the best kicker. Mm-hmm. I'm like, trusting Justin Tucker was not the hard part.
Right.
They clearly couldn't stop them on defense. So, really think about it. It's not hard. Yeah. If you know you can't stop somebody, don't go for 3 points. Right. Because you're just gonna go down and score, get a touchdown anyway.
Yeah.
So if you go down, get a touchdown, it gives you a better. Because on a slight chance you do stop them. Right. You do. Right. So if you can't stop somebody, don't go for 3. Yeah. Try to get as much or a high advantage as you can.
Yeah. So you agree with the coach, go for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm on the opposite side. I'm real conservative in everything I do, conservative by nature. I'd have kicked the field goal right there. Mm-hmm. I'd have kicked the field goal and trusted my defense to get a stop because you got to get all the way down and score a touchdown, right? Or if you kick a field goal, you tie, we go to overtime. But Yeah, I think I would have kicked the field goal there and kind of take my chances. I think the one thing that we can all agree on was just like a pick in the end zone was like the last thing you wanted to happen.
Yeah. But
I get it because if you watch the film, you watch that play over, Jordan Poyer made a play that probably 75% of NFL safeties can't make.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lamar Jackson clearly thought that he couldn't make up that ground, but he made it up and he made a sweet play. So I would have kicked the field goal though. But like I said, I'm super conservative. John Harbaugh as a coach, I wouldn't really like question what he does like harshly because he's a successful coach.
Mm-hmm.
So I get where he went, but if it was me, I'd have kicked the field goal.
Yeah.
All right, so Joe Mixon was the last must start. Then we got Aaron Jones against the Giants. Aaron Jones is always going to be a must start. I think he's a great running back. One of my favorites. So I'm not going to go into great detail on that one, but yeah, he's definitely a lock. He's going to be out there. Some of your risky matchups, guys, you want to think about. If you have better options, you might want to avoid this list of players that we're going to present. That starts with Melvin Gordon versus the Colts. Now you're going to say, okay, Javonte Williams is out. Melvin Gordon's got to play. He's had this fumbling issue. Dude's had 5 fumbles already this year. So if he fumbles it again, the coaching staff is going to lose confidence in him and he's going to lose his share. So I think Melvin Gordon is risky. Rashad Penny running against the Saints. He went off against Detroit. But I think as fantasy owners, we can all agree that Detroit seems like they're going to score points and they're going to give up points. Yeah. All their games are going to be fantasy bonanzas, really. So I'll be careful with Rashad Penny. Breece Hall running against the Dolphins. He seems to have taken over that job. Mm-hmm. Dolphins don't give up a lot of yards on the ground, so I would be careful with Breece Hall. And then Damien Pierce running against the Jaguars. That could be tough. Mm-hmm. At Jacksonville, they're probably a young team. They're probably a little bit tougher at home, so I would watch that one. And then I listed Damien Harris or Ramondre Stevenson as one going against Detroit. I mean, as fantasy owners, you're like, all right, I'm going to get as many people against the Lions out there as I can. But you just don't know if they're kind of unsettled at quarterback. You're just not sure if Hoyer's going to play or Zappi's going to play. So that could affect their production as running back. So just watch that one close. So that makes them kind of risky. Not this week. Guys that you definitely don't want to play this week. Najee Harris is at the top of that list. And I have him. Ain't no way I'm playing him against Buffalo. No way. I'll be on the waiver wire as soon as we get home. Because, he's not going to play against Buffalo. Sorry about that. Cam Akers running against Dallas for kind of the same reason. You saw what happened with the 49ers. Similar defense. So I don't think he's a good play this week. Mm-hmm. And then Jonathan Taylor at Denver. I mean, with that ankle, they say it's possible he could play Thursday. I don't think so. I don't. As a fantasy owner, what would you do? Would you play him?
No.
Yeah, I would sit him out this week. He was on my team. Because even if he did get cleared to play, the chance of him getting re-injured is pretty good. So I would skip him this week.
Different defense is good.
Yeah. That short week is the kicker for me, though. Mm-hmm. Like we talked about, rest and recovery. He doesn't really have time to rest and recover. So I definitely wouldn't play him. And I doubt if the Colts play him as well. Some free agents to look at. We talked about Cordero Patterson being hurt. Might want to look at Tyler Algier, running back. He had a good game week 4. But then again, so did Caleb Huntley. Mm-hmm. Caleb Huntley had a lot of catches, just as many yards on the ground. So either the two, Tyler Algier or Caleb Huntley, if you're looking for a replacement for Cordero, for sure. I would go with those two. Then we talked about Gordon and his fumbling issues. Mike Boone. Mm-hmm. Mike Boone is the next in line if Melvin Gordon is not on the field, more than likely. Like we talked about, they signed Latavius Murray, but it's going to take him a week or two to learn the playbook, try to get out there. So Mike Boone is a name you probably want to keep on, keep in your forefront. So another name to look at, or another player to look at, is Raheem Mostert with Miami. Mm-hmm. It got kind of weird. He did all his work between the 20s, and then when they got in the red zone, they brought in Chase Edmonds. Mm-hmm. That was kind of different because a lot of teams normally bring in the more physical back in the red zone. Mm-hmm. But I think Mostert, he had almost 100 yards Thursday night when they played. So I think he might be worth a look. Mm-hmm. And then the other one was Rachaad White with Tampa Bay. He spelled Leonard Fournette a couple times when they played Sunday night against the Chiefs, and he had quite a few catches. Mm-hmm. He's a pretty fluid back, real shifty, so he might carve out a role where he's getting a lot of targets in the passing game. The Bucs are kind of down on weapons, so White could be a good addition to a roster to help with some weapons. So because I think he's going to get some targets.
Yeah.
Better running back matchups. If you got a risky guy or a guy we said to sit, These are some matchups that might help. A.J. Dillon running against the Giants. We talked about that. I think he's going to get carries. Devin Singletary versus the Steelers. He should be in play. He should get some numbers against that defense. Your boy, Antonio Gibson with the Commanders. Should be a good game against the Titans. That's going to be a lot of running, a lot of grinded out type games. So that should be good. Jeff Wilson Jr. at the Panthers. They're going to be all right. Yeah. Khalil Herbert with the Bears running against the Vikings. He should have a good week. Josh Jacobs is back.
Ooh.
Josh Jacobs had like 140-some yards, 2 touchdowns. He's back. I think he's going to run against KC. Maybe Josh McDaniels, the new coach, has got his trust back. So, yeah, he might be all right. Naeem Hines. If Jonathan Taylor can't go, Hines would be a good replacement. He can catch, he can run. So he should be in play as a running back with a good matchup. And then your boy, Miles Sanders. Money Miles in his contract year against Arizona. He should do well.
Looking good. Well.
Man, their whole offense looks good. We're going to be talking about the Eagles all night.
Good.
We got to rename this the Eagles podcast.
Good.
All right, you take the wide receivers.
All right. For the locks.
Okay.
Diggs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's due for a big game.
Going against the Steelers, too?
Yeah.
He's going to have a field day.
Yeah, he's due for a big game.
Tyreek Hill, he's got a field day against the Jets, too.
Yeah. Sauce and Tyreek.
Yeah.
That should be good.
Sauce about to get
sauced up. That dude, he is so fast, man.
He is.
Oh, my God. It's totally unfair. But anyway, okay, go ahead.
Mike Evans versus the Falcons.
Yeah, Mike Evans is a man. Yeah.
He's him.
Dude, he took some hits against Kansas City. I was like, no way he's getting up. And he got up. Yeah, he's a bad man for sure.
Debo nice, too.
Debo is...
See that play last night?
That dude, man. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. He caught it, just cut across the field, ran through their whole defense. Yeah, he almost did it twice. He had a second one that got barely tripped him up. But yeah, Debo's a real deal, for sure. He's an absolute lock.
That dog. A.J. Brown.
Swole Batman. Yo.
Go against Arizona.
I guess Slay came up with the Batman thing,
Yeah,
right?
he did.
It's not far from the truth. It's actually pretty accurate when you think about it. But I think that thing, when they come off the sideline, they put that Batman cape on them. That's pretty nice. Yeah.
Darius Slay bought that too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Darius Slay bought that too. It was on Amazon.
Yeah, A.J. Brown is swole Batman for sure.
Devontae Adams against Kansas City.
Okay.
This going to be high scoring.
Yep.
Ain't nobody going to guard him.
No. Nah, he's going to go off.
Jamar Chase against the Ravens.
Yeesh.
He got a field day too.
Yeah. Video game. Track meet, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of points in that one.
For the Riskies, we got Agabum.
Who?
Agabum.
Who is that?
Nelson Aguilar.
Oh, yeah.
Agabum. You ain't heard that name in a while.
I haven't heard that, not since he left the Eagles. Right?
Yeah, the Lions give up points.
Yeah.
It's just...
somebody's going to have a big game on New England. It could be Aguilar. You're right. Okay.
CDs?
Yeah. Yeah.
They go against the Rams.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah. It's not going to be a lot of open passes.
Yeah, it's going to be tough because their offense kind of puts the Rams' defense in bad spots. We saw that when they played Monday night. But Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey still going to be out there, so it could be risky with CD. I'm good. I feel you. I'm with you.
Hollywood Brown against the Eagles. Ain't going to be none of that. I told y'all.
What final score you got on that game?
It don't matter.
It does matter. I just asked a question. Eagles at Arizona. What do you think of final score?
You know how we usually do. We don't score after halftime. So probably around 27-14.
Really?
27-17.
So you think the Eagles going to jump on them and just choke them out?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just asking. I mean, because Arizona can be sneaky from an offensive standpoint because they can score points too. But that Eagles defense, man, it's like the Eagles, they're like in all phases of the game, they just play so well together. Their offense controls the ball. Their defense doesn't see a lot of plays. So I'm just wondering how that's going to go against, a team with a quarterback that can play. Because when we were in the stands checking the scores, and the Jaguars were up 14-0. And I was like, that's odd. They might lose.
Hold on, what's going on?
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was just curious about that one.
Then we got Brandon Cooks at Jacksonville.
Brandon, definitely risky.
Brandon Cooks ain't gonna do nothing. Deontay Johnson at Buffalo. He nice, but that quarterback situation is making it risky.
Yeah, it's really risky. Yeah,
I mean,
really
Buffalo's
risky.
defense is good, but it's quarterback situation that's a big thing.
How about that play, that touchdown when we were playing the Jets? We were looking and they played it on the big board. I thought he scored. I thought it was a touchdown.
Yeah,
but I mean they overturned it after the review. But I thought it was a sweet catch. I thought it was a touchdown. But yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard against Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Almost unfair how hard that might be. But okay.
And then DJ Moore at 49ers. We ain't doing nothing.
Nah.
Not with Big at quarterback.
Nah, they already having trouble on their O-line. They're having trouble with continuity.
Yeah.
So against the 49ers, you got to be hitting on all cylinders just to stay in the game. Mm-hmm. So I can't see how DJ Moore is going to be fantasy relevant for week 5.
Yeah.
Rolling.
So for not this week, Chase Poole.
Mapletron. Nah, it ain't going to happen.
Chase Claypool, I don't know. That's against Buffalo.
Nah, I'm not feeling it.
Drake London against Tampa.
Yeah.
Tampa's defense, they run hard.
Yeah, I think they're going to put it on Atlanta.
And then Allen Robinson against Dallas.
Man, what is going on with Allen Robinson?
Matt Stafford. Nothing's going on. Let me tell you what's going on.
All right. Tell me.
Matt Stafford see number 10 and nothing but number 10. And I'm not complaining. Not in the slightest.
You have Cooper Kupp. Okay, so you're not complaining at all. But it's just crazy that Allen Robinson is not more involved because you know he's an elite talent.
Yeah, he is. But it's hard because you got Cooper Kupp who's...
Cooper Kupp's eating up all the balls. Yeah. I mean, when you watched him play last night, he targeted Tyler Higbee as well. Mm-hmm. Cooper Kupp got his. But Robinson, man, he caught like couple little short joints. I was like, what is this? Yeah, I don't know. But hopefully he can get involved. I mean, obviously, you and I are both fans of his, so hopefully he can, be more relevant in their offense. But yeah, it's tough right now, though. He's just catching I don't know.
Yeah, little slants.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe their offense will look better when they get Van Jefferson back. They need somebody to stretch the field.
Yeah, they don't got no speedy dude.
Yeah, everybody's kind of bunched up. Yeah, so maybe that'll help him out. But yeah, we'll see. But hopefully, we were all counting in the preseason that Allen Robinson would be a factor in the Rams' offense. He got drafted relatively early in our draft too.
He did.
Okay, cool. All right.
So for free agents, we got Michael Gallup for a free agent
coming back from the ACL. He caught a touchdown week 4. He looks good. Looks like he's coming back strong. We know he's talented. He's had a couple catches.
Yeah, I'm happy that injury isn't messing with him a little too much.
Yeah, those ACLs can be tough. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, but he looks like he's coming back strong, running really well. So
yeah.
We'll see.
Alec Pierce.
Mm-hmm. The Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've been waiting for him to come around. Yeah. They've been waiting for him to come around. Like you said, he had an 80-yard game week 4. So, young guy. It takes some time to get used to the speed of the game in the NFL. So, hopefully he's ready. Mm-hmm. They were counting on him. They need a number 2 for sure.
Mm-hmm. And another free agent you could go pick up is Devin Duvernay.
Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Who do you have? Do you have him or Bateman?
I got Bateman, but they said his foot might be hurt.
Oh.
And him and Duvernay were kind of close in targets anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if a lot of owners have picked up Duvernay, but it'd be a good time to get him and put him out there because that Bengals game is going to be high scoring, and Bateman may not play.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark Andrews can't catch every ball.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe you can.
Yeah. So Devin Duvernay, that's a good free agent. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, and then some receivers with better matchups.
Uh-huh.
We got Romeo Dobbs
Mm-hmm.
versus the Giants.
Yeah, it's unusual for Aaron Rodgers to show that much faith in a young receiver.
Yeah,
but he throws. Especially those back shoulder plays. Normally rookies don't get those. But yeah, Dobbs is getting them. He scored a touchdown. He had some critical catches. So you never know, man.
Yeah,
definitely pick him up as a free agent for sure.
Your boy.
Yeah.
Curtis Samuel.
Yeah, I get to play him this week. I picked him up a couple weeks ago knowing that he had a tough stretch. He was going to play a couple teams where I really wouldn't play him against. I think the Eagles were one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I get to play him this week. I'm going to put him out there against the Titans, see what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe he can win.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Next, we got Chris Olave.
Yeah, doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Thomas is out. I think somebody else is missing. Or Jarvis Landry was nicked up, but he had maybe one catch last week. But Olave's eating a lot. A lot.
And that last is Skinny Batman.
Skinny Batman.
That's Devontae Smith.
Skinny Batman's week. he was kind of down in the pecking order week 4. So week 5, it's his time to shine. So maybe Skinny Batman will go off.
Yeah, that's it for the wide receivers.
All right, so you had the wide receivers. We'll skip down to the tight ends. All right, so this first set of these are your locks. Guys that are in your lineup, no matter what. Doesn't matter who they're playing, who they're going against. And that starts with Travis Kelce of Kansas City.
Yeah.
He's out there. Yeah. There is no way you would ever not play that dude.
Bye week.
Bye week could only stop him. That's the only thing. The next tight end that's a lock is Dallas Goedert with the Eagles. He going to get his every week they play. They get it. Mark Andrews with the Ravens. We talked a little bit about him. It's Lamar Jackson's favorite target. Always will be. So, yeah, you definitely got to get him out there. And George Kittle's back.
Kittles.
Yeah, he's good for at least a touchdown per game. I think with Kittle's game, man, yeah, he's super athletic. He's going to catch balls, but that dude is an awesome blocker.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he blocks.
I seen him do a block yesterday. He was on him. The play just started. He pushed somebody to the right tackle and instantly went up to the second level. I was like, who is this guy? Yeah, who does he think he is?
Yeah, it's crazy. That play where Jeff Wilson ran like that maybe 32-yard touchdown, Kittle had a crucial block. And Trent Williams is out. So you'd have thought it would have been a drop-off with you losing probably the best left tackle in football. But Kittle back, man, he makes their running game totally different.
Yeah.
So as a tight end, he's definitely a lock to start because he's going to catch balls. He's going to get at least a touchdown, so for sure. Guys that are risky, I want to think about a little bit. Pat Freiermuth.
Fire pants.
Yeah, man. Buffalo's defense.
Yeah.
He got a lot of targets against the Jets, but the Jets and the Bills are two totally different offensive teams. So I think he's risky. You might have to play him, though.
I will say, it was funny at the game because every time he called a pass, all you heard was, "Move."
And it's his second year.
Yeah.
You get that kind of respect in a football city like Pittsburgh in your second year. Man, that's pretty cool. That says a lot about him and what they think about him. So, yeah, he's risky in my book. Tyler Higbee's risky. Rams tight end, playing the Cowboys. A lot of speed everywhere.
Yeah.
At each level, they got a guy that can run. So it's going to be tough to get yards and points. Zach Ertz.
Ertzy.
Yeah.
It's my guy.
No, he's going to want to do well against the Eagles.
But he's not. I'm sorry.
I just don't think so. I'm not quite sure a score. I kind of put you on the spot earlier. I'm not sure of a score or how that game's going to go. I tend to think the Eagles are going to blow them out. I maybe like 34-17, 34-14, something like that. So I think Ertz he's risky because that one could go sideways. And the last risky start, Kyle Pitts. Holy cow. Yet another one of my draft picks. But I mean, it's like they're using him as a decoy.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't get that. I mean, you draft a guy in the first round to use him as a decoy. Come on, bro. Get the guy some targets. I mean, does Kansas City use Travis Kelce as a decoy? No. Is Mark Andrews a decoy? No. They get those guys the ball because they have an advantage. But Kyle Pitts is in a different situation. So to me, it's like he's risky until they show that he's going to get a significant target share each week.
Yeah.
Not this week. Guys, I'm not going to play at all. Cole Kmet with the Bears. I think that Bears-Vikings game might be a grinded-out type game. And they're not letting Fields throw the ball a lot anyway, so I would sit Cole Kmet. The other one is Noah Fant with Seattle. Super athletic, and I thought maybe they were going to run plays to get him down the seam, get him more involved. Hadn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So I'd have to sit him until that happens. Good matchups. Guys that you can fill in if you have a tight end that's risky or one that you're not going to play this week. Gerald Everett has a good matchup. It's with the Chargers. He's having a good season with the Chargers. They play the Browns. So there could be some balls there for him to get. TJ Hawkinson coming off a phenomenal game. He scored 59 points in our league. Oh, my gosh. So the Lions, Amon-Ra St. Brown might not be back. So it's going to be a lot of targets in week 5, too. So Hawkinson is definitely have a better matchup. Hunter Henry. He's playing the Lions, who do give up points.
Yeah, they do.
So I would get him out there. And the last one?
Might get sticky.
Dolphins tight end. They have a good matchup. They're playing the Jets. So he should see some balls. He should see some targets come his way. Cool, man. Take the defenses.
Yep, down to the defenses.
All right.
Lineup locks, the Bucks.
Yeah.
They're going to tear the Falcons up. The Bills.
Okay.
Got the Steelers. Steelers aren't doing anything.
That one might get out of that. I hope that one's not on TV.
Yeah.
That's going to get rough.
Miami versus the Jets.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to end well either.
Okay.
49ers at the Panthers.
Yeesh. Yeah, you don't want to play the 49ers at home. You'd rather play them at their spot. You don't want your children and your wife to see that.
Seeing you lose like that.
Nah.
And then the Saints at Seattle.
Yeah.
It's not going to end well either.
Seattle's coming off a high, so I think Saints going to bring them back down to earth for sure. Okay.
Risky, we got Cowboys. They're going against the Rams.
It could go either way.
Yeah, because like you could say that they didn't look good against the 49ers, but you never know.
Yeah.
Well, you never know who Matt Stafford could throw to. He could throw to Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson could have 100 yards next game.
Yeah, he could blow up. I think the thing with that game, this will be the first time that Cooper Rush has seen like a real good defense, a real good NFL defense. So it depends on which defense sees the most plays. It's the potential for the Cowboys defense to have to see a lot of plays because the offense can't keep the ball. So I'm good with you making them risky. That's a good one. I like it.
Chargers versus the Browns?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Nick Chubb going to steamroll him.
You got to be ready to tackle if you can play the Browns. Because, I mean, if you prove you can deal with Nick Chubb, you still got to deal with Kareem Hunt. So it's like, that's risky for sure.
Green Bay against the Giants.
Yeah.
Saquon running hard.
Yeah.
So
can they contain Saquon Barkley? That's pretty much what it comes down
to. The answer's probably no.
That one's in London. So that could be a good game. It's almost like Monday Night Football because you're playing Sunday at 9:30. And players like Saquon Barkley, they tend to go off when they're like the center of attention as far as media coverage. So, yeah, that might be tough for Green Bay.
And then Eagles against Cardinals.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we both made predictions with the Eagles winning, but that one could go either way. If they can't contain Kyler Murray and he can make explosive plays, that could go sideways too. So we'll see. That should be a good game as well. Who would you sit?
Houston's.
Yeah.
Jaguars going to tear him up.
Yeah.
My boy James Robinson will have a field day.
Yeah. He's been doing well lately. Jaguars are much improved. Yeah, Doug Peterson's doing his thing down there. They're much improved.
You see him give Jason Kelce his jacket.
Yeah, I did.
That's
pretty
nice.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's my guys.
Yeah, the dudes won the Super Bowl together, man.
Yeah,
they'll stay connected forever. Yeah.
Atlanta versus the Bucks.
Yeah, Brady's gonna light them up.
Yeah,
he's gonna rip them up. Yeah, for sure.
Raiders versus the Chiefs.
No need to play the Raiders defense against the Chiefs.
Yeah, no need to play any defense against the Chiefs.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good.
And then Ravens and Bengals. It doesn't. Yeah, no, don't play any of those defenses.
No. Nope. No need to play defense. Defense are optional in that game.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't even got to be on the field.
Yeah, I think you have one more defense to sit, right?
Yeah. Steelers.
Yeah.
The Bills, they're going to tear them up.
They're going to see too many plays. Because, I mean, we saw in the Jet game, they kind of got worn down. It was they were out there for so much time, man. It's just hard. It's just, it's tough. So, yeah, they'll see a lot of plays against the Bills. That one could get sideways, too.
All right, so for better matchups, Denver. They're going against the Colts.
Yeah, without Jonathan Taylor. Yeah.
Might end out well for them.
Yeah.
It's going to be low scoring, so not a lot of points going against your team.
Right. Yeah.
The Jags, Texans.
Yeah, they should be able to contain the Texans. Yeah.
They might get a couple field goals. That's going to be about it.
Right.
And then the Rams going against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because you think Cooper Rush might freeze up?
I don't know, man. Well, they actually saying Dak might come back and play against the Rams. And they say he might come back, but I don't know. That's rushing that thumb, man. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
Well, let me answer your question. Cooper Rush against the Rams, I think he'd be okay. He's shown that watching him play the last couple weeks, he gets rid of the ball quick, and he's just taking what the defense gives him. He's not trying to be Superman. He's just playing with his team, and he's doing a great job of it. He's playing extremely well, I think. And I think you and I both said the Cowboys were done when Dak Prescott got hurt, but that's not the case. I mean, they got a nice formula where they play real good defense and the offense doesn't turn the ball over. Cooper Rush doesn't have a turnover since he became the starter. So that's a good game to watch too. But if Dak comes back, it's different. But I don't know. That thumb injury, I can't see him coming back that quick. But yeah, that's a good one. So the Rams defense has a good matchup. Yeah, okay. I'm good with that.
All right.
Cool. That's all the defenses? Mm-hmm. I got the kickers?
Yep.
All right, cool. The locks. Guys you're going to play no matter what. That starts with Justin Tucker, the Ravens kicker. He can kick it from outside the stadium. So, yeah, he's good. Evan McPherson from the Bengals. The Ravens and Bengals going to be a high-scoring game, so those two kickers for sure. Tyler Bass going to get a lot of work. I think the Bills going to score a lot of points on the Steelers. Will Lutz missed the game winner, but, he had kicked a couple clutch field goals right before that, so I think he's back in his form, coming back from a tough injury. I think he had a hip injury last year, missed the whole season. But he's rounding out. And Ryan Suckup, the Bucs kicker, and the last kicker that's a lock would be Daniel Carlson. They're going to put up a lot of points. That Chiefs and Raiders game is going to be real high scoring.
Yeah.
Risky kickers, I'm going to go with Graham Gano and the Giants. Again, that one, you have to watch that one to kind of see how it's going to go. Green Bay could jump on them, or it could be competitive. Young Hoku, he's risky because he's got a solid leg, but the Falcons are playing Tampa's defense, and Tampa's coming off a bad game, so that might get tough. Jason Myers with the Seahawks. They got the Saints. I don't know. I trust the Saints defense more than I trust Seattle's offense in that game. So Jason Myers is a risky kicker. And then the Cardinals kicker, Matt Amendola. So Matt Prater's got hurt. He's out. He had a hip injury. So Matt Amendola took his place for this week and probably the next couple weeks. But he's got a tough matchup. He's going against that Eagles D. We talked a little bit about their defense, so we'll see how it goes. Kickers you don't want to play this week. Not at all. Chris Boswell from the Steelers, ain't going to happen. Eddie Pinheiro, the Panthers kicker, nope. And then Kaimi Fairbairn, the Texans kicker, no. And so to replace those guys, kickers that have good matchups, you could go with Mason Crosby's playing over in London, 9:30 with the Packers, kicking against the Giants. That should be good. Cade York, the Browns kicker. They got the Chargers. That should be a relatively high-scoring game. The Browns get in the red zone a lot because they run it. So, yeah, I'm looking for Cade York to be a good replacement. Nick Folk, the Patriots kicker. They're playing Detroit. Points everywhere against Detroit. So, yeah, he should be all right. Jason Saunders, a Dolphins kicker. He should do pretty well. They got a good matchup with the Jets. And then Riley Patterson, the Jaguars kicker. They're playing the Texans, so it should be a high-scoring game, a division game. Both teams know each other, so he should be able to do his thing. That's cool, man. So we got all the positions lined up. We talked a little bit about the Eagles. What else you got? You good?
Yeah, I'm 4-0.
Yes.
You know what, y'all? It's really upsetting to say, but I'm only gonna get better.
Oh my God. Hey man, you got a good squad.
I get D-Hop back in week 7.
Oh yeah, DeAndre Hopkins coming back. Yeah, you should have a good team.
Oh, Cooper Kupp, Diggs, and D-Hop.
Yeah, you got receivers everywhere.
Somebody getting traded.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah. I mean, I'm scoring points. So, I mean, the wins will come as long as you're scoring points. I mean, I'm good with that. So we'll be all right. I'll see you. What week do you and I play?
I don't know. 8.
Week 8? Yeah, I got a rough stretch coming up. I play all my homeboys. I got you. So yeah, it should be fun.
You want to know what's upsetting? What's upsetting?
What's that?
Cooper Kupp and Diggs going by week 7. And then D-Hop goes on by week 9.
Oh, you'll be all right.
No, you're like right in the middle. So you got to meet all 3 of them.
Oh, it's all good. I'm ready for the challenge. You know that.
Don't get your butt whooped again.
Whatever, dude. We'll see. All right, man. We appreciate you hanging out with us for a little while. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. We posting this episode this week, so we'll be on Instagram Live next week. So hang out with us a little bit. Come and ask some start-sit questions or send us something funny, and we'll be sure to reach out. Talk to you soon. Have a good one.